To take note here, the winners' grand finale for the advanced division had taken place when the third place finale round for this division had completed. After the first song for the winners' grand finale had been completed, on player 2's side, where Slender Man is playing on, the left arrow became quite agitating. The winners and third place finale round were initially designed to be a compulsory versus play. Unlike on round 1 for the advanced division, there was a choice given towards players that they had an option to complete their set individually or play with a rival. The reason is so that we need to coach our players a skill that they need to strongly develop within themselves on learning how to prioritize your lane, as in deeply concentrating on yourself when you are playing against a rival, especially with learning on how each player teaches themselves healthy coping mechanisms on handling anxiety in pressurized conditions, such as a tournament-based versus play. It is seldom in DDR tournaments, in a global perspective, whether it's local or international type, that players are given an option to complete a round individually. Players need to learn that vital skill on how to master the challenges they face within tournament-based compulsory versus play without interfering their concentration. This skill will be resourceful in the long run for those who aspire to qualify on international Dance Dance Revolution tournaments. However, after the very first song on the winner's grand finale, due to the left arrow acting up on Slender Man, I was in discussion with both himself and BTE on how would they like to proceed this issue further. Unfortunately, we are not allowed to modify pads during the tournament because we do not have the privileged consent from the arcade owner for dance gamers to assist on voluntarily with pad maintenance whenever we train actually. That is the responsibility on the assigned technician, Carlo, and we have to respect that. The assigned technician only maintains pads during weekdays when it's quiet and not during weekends, with being that the Dance Dance Revolution Extreme July tournament was hosted on a Friday and also on a Saturday. Tournaments in a global perspective would modify panels in concern to resolve issues that we had alike. But we do not have the privilege to do that ourselves as the dance gamers. So with all of that said, these were the given suggestions. Despite that the winner's grand finale was a compulsory versus play set, with the left arrow's condition, I was alright with players performing their sets individually and repeating their sets, which Slender Man was more comfortable with this decision. BTE disagreed with that, however. He didn't want the compulsory versus play rule to be discarded, but instead for both players to switch sides to play, despite BTE knowing the left panel's condition. I left it up to the both players to come up with an agreement forward to continue their last two songs. The final decision had been made with both players' consent to keep the compulsory versus play rule. However, BTE volunteered to take player 2's side and Slender Man took player 1. I gave them the going once, going twice kind of indication with saying to both players, "Are you guys comfortable with the final decision?" And both players did come to the final agreement. Then they had resumed their last two songs on their final sets with the decision made.